All warfare is based on deception. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. Engage people with what they expect. It is what they are able to discern and confirms their projections. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. When you surround an army, leave an outlet free. Do not press a desperate foe too hard. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. The clever combatant imposes his will on the enemy, but does not allow the enemy's will to be imposed on him. When you surround an army, make them believe they are cut off from help, and they will fight more desperately. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. He who knows when he can fight, and when he cannot will be victorious. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, Starve them, when settled, make them move. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Disorder came from order, fear came from courage, weakness came from strength. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. The control of a large force is the same principle as the control of few men. It is merely a question of dividing up their numbers. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Know thyself, know thy enemy, 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories, strategic and philosophical insights on warfare and life. It is only one who is thoroughly acquainted with the evils of war that can thoroughly understand the profitable way of carrying it on. By reinforcing every part, he weakens every part. Confront them with annihilation, and they will then survive. Plunge them into a deadly situation, and they will then live. When people fall into danger, they are then able to strive for victory. The spot where we intend to fight must not be made known, for then the enemy will have to prepare against a possible attack at several different points. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood, attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare.